she with the best fuel mileage for the quarter gets a brand new car. He or she with the best fuel mileage for the year gets $25,000. You can only win the car once, so we usually have to go second, third, fourth place to find a person for the quarter that gets the car because the other people already have one. Anyway, this year, this early into the year, this is the first one. We started in November. Our winner for this quarter is a single driver with 36,000 miles for the quarter, 10.67 miles per gallon, idle time of 6.34. He's been with us for 13 years and 11 months. He was a co-driver trainee hire, and his name is Christopher Silvas.
My name is Christopher Silvas. I've been with Mesilla for 13 years, 11 months, going on 14 in March 28th, I'm sorry.
Well, we're all about fuel mileage and safety, and we thought, why not, if we get all these guys working to get better fuel mileage, it saves us lots of money, makes them safer, and what better reward than to get a brand new car?
It's a real flexible company for me, and great company, obviously, and people are real nice, and just a given company, and it was the right move for me from a different company I was in. So it was the right move, and the people are great, the owners. You know, you don't see this in other companies giving cars and motorcycles and stuff and money. Definitely money. I ain't got the money yet, but I hope I do one day.
You gotta beat old Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto's the best.
He is.
Yeah, I met him a couple years ago.
Well, it's hard when you're out there going day and night and you're all getting paid by the mile, so you want to go more, which makes you want to mash on the gas. So you got to ride the pedal, you got to feather it, you got to take it easy, treat it like you own it, like it's about to break. You really have to baby a truck to get better fuel mileage. If you're just a crazy, and so many people just mash on the gas and they just go as fast as the truck can go all the time, it really shows how much you care about vehicles and care about the equipment and care about us as a family. But I got to tell you one more story about this guy that I just found out. He's been here right at 14 years. Before this, he was at Old Dominion Freightliner, which is one of the best companies. It's an LTL hauler, but they're nationwide. They're very well known and very well loved, and you'll never find anybody saying bad about them. He left them to come to us because his mother was she was getting older and needed some help. He lives all the way in Lordsburg, New Mexico. So he quit them, been here now right at 14 years, so he could get through the house and go see his mother. When he takes his 34-hour breaks, they let him take the 34-hour break in Lordsburg so he can visit his mom, take care. And then to top it all off, he just won a brand new car, and guess who he's going to give it to? His mother.
That's true. It means a lot, actually. I never thought I would win a car from this company, not much less be in the talk or even the conversation with you all. And it just means the world. And, you know, doing what I do and driving the truck, it's peaceful for me. Me being a veteran and stuff, I got a little bit of PTSD, and that's what made it really see me out there, and I was kind of shocked. But I'm overwhelmed. There's that one word I can say. I'm overwhelmed. I appreciate it.
I'm extremely happy to get to meet you finally after 14 years. I feel bad sometimes. People been here so long and we never met.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet the bad ones because you have to go talk to, hey, you're late all the time, hey, or you're wrecked.
I did the right thing.
When they're perfect, you hardly meet them. And I'm not down there all the time, so I don't get to see all the guys. But I know Monica talked very highly of you. Monica, she'd been here forever too, and she knows good drivers, and she was really caring and said nice things about you.
Thank you.
Well, it's all about safety and efficiency, and that's how you get the fuel mileage and on-time delivery to take care of our customers. And he's another proof. He never thought he could do it. He just drives the way he drives and didn't think that he would get it. He doesn't cry about a heavy load or mountains. He runs California, but probably there's lots of hills between here and California, and we get lots of heavy loads, we get light loads. So just when you try and you care, you can make it happen. And again, like he said, 14 years, he never thought he would get one. Now he's got one.
This camera coaching helps you drivers a lot too. If you listen to them and pay attention, especially this new camera that they installed, is a wonders. Does so much for a driver. Keeps you alert instead of messing around, playing around in your truck and stuff like that.
It's kind of like a nagging wife.
Oh,
And my daughter Holly borrowed one, but her car was broken, and she borrowed a pickup from Border International. Well, and she drove their pickup for 2 days. It has the same camera, and it tells you if you're changing lanes too fast. It tells you if you're running up too fast, if you're tailgating. And she was like, Dad, after about a half a day, I wanted to pull my hair out. And finally, I'm like, why don't I just do what it says? And she says, for the next 24 hours, the camera didn't tell me nothing because I was driving perfectly.
that's the way I feel. Especially when it was talking to me a lot at the beginning. I was like, oh, I'm going to tear my head out. I don't have no hair really, but yeah, I was having a bad time with it. But just be alert of your surroundings, your driving methods. Make sure you're not stepping, if you're not on cruise control, make sure you're not stepping on the gas all the way down, because just make sure there's like an egg. I heard that here in this company. Make sure there's an egg underneath your pedal, then you're not gonna break it. So just be real, just be watching what you're doing.
Just builds the relationship, and it shows them that we care about them, and they got to care about us, or they wouldn't be out there getting that good fuel mileage and driving so safely. So they just care about everyone, and it's just quite a nice thing to be able to do. I mean, I like to go back and say, like, today was the 40th car we've given away, and we do it every 3 months. I think we give 29 motorcycles before that every 3 months. So that's do those number of vehicles times 3 months, and it's a lot of years.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of years we've been doing this, and it's
always be aware of where you're at. Make sure you know if a hill's coming or slope's coming. Make sure you slow down before the downhill, and make sure you keep your foot off the gas and just keeping the idle, the turbo down under 2, and then you'll be okay to go. Like he said, Old Dominion is respected. This place is also respected from a lot of people I talk out there on the road to.
just to prove to your other constituents, the other people that work here, you're one of the best. You know what I mean? You can go around thinking you're the best, saying you're the best. All of a sudden, you just proved it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I can't believe it, but I was like, I can never win that car. What's wrong with me? And then, look, here today, I was shocked, which is pretty good.
And thank you for being nice enough to spend the night. I know you didn't want to. He wanted to load out yesterday. He wanted to roll.
Yeah.
And go to the house, and they had to make up some story to tell him about how his truck was needed for some special.
Yeah, they lied to me like crazy. They go, we got another meeting at 12:45. I said, we just had one at 9. So, no, yeah, they kept me here. It was a good surprise, though.
That's good.
I appreciate it.
Glad you liked it.
It's possible wherever you drive. You just got to be mindful of the terrain. If you're not mindful of the terrain, then, you know, you're either going 80 miles down the road and you're not supposed to be going that fast. You have a blowout, you know, then you're in trouble. But
I would say he's the third out of the last 4 that wasn't on some jelly roll run where you're hauling feathers one way and empty cans the other and no hills. No. I mean, we had one team that they were running the Northwest to Washington, but they were taking beer loads and water loads, the heaviest loads that we have, and they still won. So whenever those people, winners win, losers make excuses.
that's right.
You know what I mean? So all those people that say those things, they're losers. He just proved it. Running LA and back. You know what else is bad about LA besides the hills, the little hills between here? There's a couple of hills right there by Lordsburg. There's a hill when you climb up Steins to get down in Arizona. Then you got to go up Texas Canyon. Then you get out in California, you got Indio Hill. And then what's worse than hills? Traffic in LA.
Traffic.
Stop.
Horrible.
Stop.
Yeah.
You can never, if you want, so then you really got to ride the top of the pedal and keep distance between you and the car. Don't be slamming on the brakes. Don't be slamming on the gas. But that probably hurts his mileage more than any hill is getting in that traffic in LA.
That's right. And I do it every week.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you. I'm glad I finally get to know you after 14 years. And
Yes, sir.
thank you for being here. And I'm glad to know you're such a good person. I can tell. And when you told me the story about your mom and what you've done, that it's everything.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Anyone can put your mind to it, and you can do what he did. And
Yeah.
he's more than just a good driver. He's a great person.
Don't be like me thinking you can't win it. You can definitely win it. It's on your way, the way you drive and stuff, and I couldn't believe I ended up doing it. So just take your time, be smart, leave yourself an out, and you'll be all right. You'll win it.
You hear it?
Thanks.